Hello, I'm Jari. Welcome. And greetings from the country of rye and sauna. Um, so this time I would like to speak something about which relates to Suomi, Finland, and namely, there is this famous cartoon created by Karoliina Korhonen. It's called Finnish Nightmares, and it portrays some situations to which Finns can relate. So I have picked up a set of those from a particular website, and I would like to go that through. So let's do that, and I'll be commenting how do I see from my standpoint these things. Because as said, this cartoon is known. It's originally written in English, so it was also in the beginning. It was meant for audience that goes over and beyond our border. And the topics in this cartoon have to do with some topics that are considered often Finnish. Namely, that people like peacefulness, they like to be alone, be in peace, in some instances to avoid social contacts and things like that. So I'll be reflecting how it's to me, how I relate to these particular things, how I do see them part of the Finnish ethos, the experience as being a Finn, growing in Finland, being this, in this land with our language that's closely unrelated to 99% of European languages, meaning when taking the amount of native tongue speakers of European languages. So that being said, let's give it a go. Finnish Nightmares. The first one. Well, I think that's intro. Okay, I'll start with this one. I'm not sure whether this will be also seen on the next ones, but I'll start with this one. So this first one, I wonder what's happening. Hopefully it's okay now. Sharing an elevator with a stranger and feeling awkward. Yeah. That's a classic. That's a classic. And as a Finn, I had the opportunity to travel many countries, many places, and traveling. When I travel somewhere, I adapt like how things they are. When I go to Italy, I'm happy how things are in Italy. If I go to Brazil, I'm happy how things are in the Brazil. So I don't mind. And when I'm Finland, I'm happy how things are here. It's perfect. At least to me, it's perfect. And I kind of assume like that the other people would have the same attitude. When we travel, we want to, on those places. At least that's my perspective. That where I travel, there I want to adapt. I go along. Of course, we have our personality, and it has certain it affects to us, but I'll try to give me a little bit more space in this crowded world. Okay, so I mean, we do have our personality. It affects to everything, but simultaneously we have these notions, these inner habits which we have learned as a kids and which have been shaped by the environment where we grow. So this is why this is exciting. And also I will have to say, especially in Europe, we are the collection, if you might use that word, of these nations. I mean, there are these huge nations like yeah, they are big nations with hundreds of millions or even billions of people, and that's another thing. That's another thing. But as Europe, I think what is beautiful here that we have the different nations, and I do cherish the fact that there's particularities within these peoples, and I think we should absolutely hold on to them. You know, yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, so without further ado, launch number 2 with so I'm trying to get started. Sorry if I'm not making progress. It's not intentional, but yeah, sharing elevator with a stranger. That's a classic. What I try to say, whether there are lots of people elsewhere who like in every situation love sharing an elevator with a stranger. That's interesting. That's interesting. And but I like also that in those places and from people that come from those kind of places. But to me, as something that takes a place in Finland, what is shown here, it seems it's very relatable. And I have felt that many times, you know, over the years, I would say that the extrovert side from me, it's have been taking more space. It has growth. So there has been certain transitions. So I would say that nowadays there's less situation where I feel awkward, but still those Finnish tendencies, they are in me and I cherish them, and I won't suggest that they don't come out in non-situation. I think they do come. But yeah, that's like that's a classic. Let's go further on. Okay, this is the actual number 1. Okay, Finnish Nightmares. When you want to leave your apartment, but your neighbor is in the hallway. Yeah, yeah, and what the author of this comic has done, well, it's because you take a principle, you make it tangible. In this case, through the comic, so it's very speaking. So I really love this approach. Uh, yeah, I mean that's relatable. That's definitely something that's part of us as Finns. Although I have learned, as I hinted over the years, or as a person who I became to be also other kind of tendencies. So I would like to think that these tendencies now lower in me than it used to be. But it's definitely, I can relate to it. Let's go. Let's proceed. Number 2. You want to take a free sample, but you don't want to chat with the salesperson. I would say, I'm not sure. There's like 15 of these in this list. I'm not sure which all of them. I only quickly went through them, so I didn't specifically look every one of those. But I have a feeling that this might be actually the Finnish nightmare of this collection, which I even today I might relate like more than to others, like in the strongest way. Of from these ones that are listed there, because because I really would like to meet the person. I don't know where she lives, like who says that he or she is not all this principle or this awkwardness is not affecting him at or her at all. It's hard for me to figure out because that's definitely a situation where my Finnishness strongly kicks in. Let's proceed. Number 3. Okay, this is Finnish Nightmares number 3. Getting praised. I like to thank Matti here. He's done awesome job. Good job, Matti. It's nothing serious. Yeah, I can. Maybe I think I have, because it's also a skill to receive, like being to able to receive compliment. But I do not say I'm the best at it. But I would like to say, for some reason, by me that I might be. I nowadays I might be better on that, on public situation, like in this big picture, in the work environment, and rather I would say that it might be so in this scenario you can clearly see that it's put in this social situation. So I think I have some alternated version of that. I mean, I might feel on that, but on the other hand, I have maybe over the years learned to handle that. So, but yeah, compliments in general, I think they can be for a Finnish person like something that he don't always know how to handle them, or he will have to learn them to handle them some way, because in among our people things like humility are respected. But of course the story is not so one-sided. There's many facets to these questions, but still I would like to propose so. Okay, so that was start of the Finnish nightmares. I would like to continue going through Finnish nightmares next time, so please stay along. Please like this video and subscribe. Ciao, ciao.